Dana is the least meritorious of all the other, compared to other ways of getting married. This one is the least. Why is it the least? Because it is the easiest to do. Right? Anything easy to do is not so valuable. But it is very important to do, because the Buddha said, every time we are reborn, there are 5 places of rebirth that await us. The best is the heavenly plane, and then below that is the human realm. And then below that are 3 woeful planes of existence, the ghost realm, the animal realm, and the hell realm. These last 3 are called Dugati, woeful places of rebirth. The first 2, heaven and human realm, are called Sugati, happy places of rebirth. So because human realm is a happy place of rebirth, every day that we live and enjoy life, we are using up our blessings. So it is important that we replenish our blessings. Actually, a lot of people don't realize our human plane is very near the ghost realm, very near. You can see this from the simile. The Buddha gave a lot of few similes to let us know these 5 destinations of rebirth, how they compare. So the Buddha said, if you go into hell, it's like a person who has fallen into a deep pit full of burning charcoal, burning embers. So you are burned, and you are trying to jump out of that pit, but that pit is higher than your height, and you cannot jump out of the pit, so you are burning inside there, and you are falling down, and the charcoal is burning you. That's a simile for hell. And then the animal realm, the simile, the Buddha said, is like a person who has fallen into a shit hole, full of shit, and also deeper than a man's height. So you cannot jump out of that pit. You are wallowing in that pit, struggling to come out, and you are swallowing shit, and shit is all over your body. There's a simile for the animal realm. And then the ghost realm, the simile is like a man who has walked a long distance. He is tired and thirsty and hungry, and then he finds a tree, and he likes to take a rest from the hot sun under the tree. But the tree, there are not so many leaves on the tree. So when he rests under the tree, he still feels the heat of the sun. So he's not very comfortable under the tree. Now the human realm is another man, same like that, who has walked a long distance, hungry and tired and thirsty. And he comes under a tree, but the tree is full of leaves. So he takes a rest under the tree, and he feels quite comfortable. It shades him from the hot sun. And then the last one is the heaven realm. The heaven realm is like a person who is tired and hungry and thirsty, and then he comes into a big mansion, which is luxurious. He goes inside, there's a nice Dunlop pillow, aircon, everything. So he's very comfortable and nice in that big house, and that is the heaven realm. So you compare the human realm and the ghost realm, you see both of them are under the tree. So not very much, not so great difference. That is why you find a lot of people, after we die, we fall into the ghost realm. That's why you notice, Chinese, we believe 7 days after our relative passes away, they say it'll come back. And sure enough, very often it comes back. But not necessarily 7 days, sometimes 1 day, sometimes 2 days, sometimes 3 days. So That's why the Buddha said it's very easy for us to go into the woeful plane of rebirth if we are not careful. And to give an example, you see, there are drug addicts. If you come across drug addicts, you will know that after they try to rehabilitate, as they are trying to give up their drug, they act like a hungry ghost, Always very hungry, always want to eat. And then there are cases I know where they suffer from bulimia. When they eat like a hungry ghost. They eat two or three times what a normal person can eat. Then a few minutes later, he'll vomit everything out. So 2 hours later, he's hungry again. Again, he'll eat, gorge himself full. After a few minutes later, again, he'll throw out everything. So, this is a characteristic that shows that person is having that character of a ghost already. And these people, you'll notice, at night they cannot sleep. Cannot sleep at night. Try to sleep also cannot sleep at night. Daytime they'll fall asleep. That is the characteristic of a ghost, and animal also. Animal also like that. Even you see, we read in the papers, last time Princess Diana, before she passed away, she also was suffering from bulimia. Why? Enjoy too much. Too much enjoyment uses up our blessings. And then a few years ago, there was the richest man in the world was Howard Hughes, multi-millionaire. He used to date all the beautiful Hollywood film stars. And then when he was old, before he passed away, he also was like that. He locked himself in the flat, in the condominium, don't want to see people, don't want to bathe, kept his hair long, don't want to cut his hair, don't want to cut his nails. See? So from this, you can see, if we use up our blessings, that's where we are headed for. That's why the Buddha says it's very important for us to do charity, to replenish the blessings we use up. Just like your bank account. Every now and then you go to an ATM machine, take out 1,000. You don't put in money, mana ada 1,000 for you to take out. So in the same way, we have to replenish our merit, our blessings bank.